You may have noticed that one game was missing from the category, Aerial Knight's We Never Yield. Back when the nominees dropped, Neil reached out to us and let us know that We Never Yield wasn't a traditionally solo-developed game, so he respectfully withdrew it from consideration. However, we still wanted to invite Neil on to be a part of the ceremony and share a few words about Daniel Wilkins, the talented composer behind the Never Yield music, who tragically passed away in November.
Hi, I'm Neil. I was Dan's best friend for a very long time, almost 17 years, where we went to school together, we got our first bank accounts together, and we worked on the Never Yield games together. And I just want to take a second to tell you all how much of an amazing person, developer, and friend Dan was. Dan was a nerd, just like me. He loved nothing more than to talk about video games, to play video games, to argue about all types of different things in the video game space, but also call me very early in the morning and talk about what anime I just absolutely had to watch. I want to tell you how much of a dope person he was, how inspiring he was, how he had all these creative and different ideas that would have contributed to video games and just music in general. I could sit here and talk about Dan and how dope he was forever, but we don't have time for that. I would just like to tell you how Dan would love an event like this that honors and praises game developers and gives them their flowers while they're here. One of my favorite things to think about is how there was a time where this guy came up to me and Dan while we were at some event, and he just started telling Dan how amazing he was and how much he loved the music that he created, and how Dan talked about that for days, because oftentimes we don't praise developers. We don't tell them how much we appreciate the work they create. All Dan ever wanted was to make music for video games. So I want to take the time to thank you for giving us the opportunity to make games for you all, for giving us the opportunity to live our dream, and and to let you know how much of a dope person that man was, and how much I'm going to miss him. And my hope for all of you is that you all find a friend as good as he was to me. Thank you all so much.
Try to keep up.
I keep it going, now you're bringing me down. I keep on flowing like I live in it now. Like a river, I be dripping in style. I'm running wild now, I'm on the way in your way, cause it took a different route. Say it loud and say it proud, I'm never gonna quit. Too legit, need to assist, I'm always in a mix. Ain't never seen anything quite like this.
I will only ask once, boys. Give me the crown.